morning, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time around, we developed our relationship with the Beast Tribes a bit. But it was only a short stream to do that, so today we're going to be jumping into doing some additional content, namely the level 45 class quests, because I think it'd be fun to get through them all. So let's get into it. Firstly, before we start, I have this guy to talk to. You accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime, lad. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized. On that end, I'd like you to have this. Consider a token of my highest esteem. Your achievement points to earn you an achievement certificate. Certificates may be exchanged for a special reward of your choice. Specifically, come with us. Okay, he has 3 specific achievements that are related to wearing specific gear when you speak to him. Or, sorry, 4 of them, rather. The second one is wearing a full set of this gear. Okay, then what was the next one? Oh, yeah, one. Very kind of you offer a darling old man like me a bit of company. Tell me, do you like tales? I do like a good tale, especially true ones told by them as lived. If you have any, share, I'll be all ears. Let's see. So Paladin doesn't. We've done the one for the Buccaneer outfit. And there we go. Okay. Oh, we've got loads. So go ahead and claim all these things. Faces we wear. Ballroom. Exchange for 1 item of Cascadier Frippery. Guaranteed to help you beat the heat so that you... Okay. And these are a bunch of minions. Okay. Minion of light, I love it. I probably won't be able to get them all, but... I got a lot. I can come talk to him again later when I have more achievements to get more stuff. There we go. That'll do. I'll talk to him again later. So, right now though, Summoner, Halligan Attire. Greetings, Arbor. Though it is good to see you, I'm afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matters stand, we must chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, lead us ever one step behind. Our sole advantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually, his desire will bring him to us. Where and when Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus, I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we may. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona may have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the Suns is that a set of evokers' attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of the Elgin Empire, these enchanted garments were sold for the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive powers. The man supervising the excavation effort at Sinkok's find, Rambros, is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? Okay, so that's Mordona, which we haven't yet visited. And I don't actually remember how to... Okay, hold on. Thanalan and Kurthus both have paths to it. However, in the case of Kurthus, it's a... Hold on. What? Ah! Kurthus. Central Highland. There. Go from the south end to get to Mordona. Okay, I think I can do that. First, though, we'll go and see if other class quests take us there. We'll start with Bard and fast travel to Quarry Mill. Then we'll do White Mage and travel to Camp Tranquil. Yeah, because at level 45 is when you get the class-specific gear, or at least parts of it. These are level 46 quests, which are level 46 content will take us here. I love the sprints when combined with Pelican, gives you a unique animation. Alright. This will get us a new ability. Welcome back, Ardbert. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well. The time is right, but I teach you a ballad of the Glorious Fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the God's Quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle which has come to be called the Massacre of Griffin Crossing. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wearing of the sight, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 score yalms had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out whence his comrades slept. For he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Tell me, what lesson can be learned from this tale? But hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruit of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gilmora ruins in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with the bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant Alphic. Cast thee back the reins to the firmament, that we might gaze upon the battles of war. Alright. So that's Nordstrom, which is near Fallbird Float. However, as I said before, we are first going to go to Camp Tranquil and pick up the White Mage quest. It's in the same map area. Then we'll switch to Dragoon and go. Actually, no. Because the Dragoon quest line is going to take us into Kurthus, which is how we get to Mordona. We'll do that first. We'll do that after we've done these quests. Your command of white magic has advanced considerably, Ardbert. Yes, the time draws near. Let's begin our preparations for the At its roots, the ritual is no different from the act of pacifying that you have already performed. The difference lies only in the difficulty of the effort. The Grey One possesses a power unfathomably more immense than the elementals you have communed with thus far. Power so immense that a mage might be easily overwhelmed by the sheer force of its will. To prevent such a catastrophic fate, the tradition decrees that a special guard must be donned before performing the ritual. I prepared for you these pieces, but I fear they will not avail you in their current state, so I decided to send you on a journey. I trust you know the story of Ator Kant. Rare among Poncho, he left the forest behind to travel the realm, healing the land and its people. As tribute to his wanderlust, after he passed, his ashes were divided among several urns, which were in turn carried to the far reaches of the realm. And it was there, in the distant lands the great mage so loved, that his ashes were buried, and monuments erected in his honor. You are to go on a pilgrimage to these sites, receive the blessing of your forebear. Only then will the Gar I have gifted you be imbued with his divine power. Mind you, you will find that these places are not as welcoming as they might have been in Master Atoa's time. The first site is on the shores of western Lenosia, in a place now feared as the Serpent's Tongue, home to a band of wild pirates. Next to be found in Mordona, in that overgrown labyrinth of roots and vines so affectionately known as the Tangle, to hope that Master Atoa's ashes have survived those most oppressive environs. The third site I would have you visit is perhaps the most treacherous location of the lot. Raban's Push in northern Thanalan, stone's throw from an imperial stronghold. I urge you to exercise extreme caution. Okay, so this one is going to have us traveling a good bit. So first stop I'm going to... So let's see. Let's find in Mordona. So two of them are going to take us to Mordona. And one is going to take us to Fulgrid Float. So I'm going to do the Fulgrid Float one first. This just makes more sense. Because that keeps us in the shroud. While we're in Thanalan, I will look for other ones. Yeah, because the next one we'll go do the Lenosia quest lines next as part of the White Mage's quest. The Serpent's Tongue is in near Aleport. Oh wow, that is interesting. Okay. Well, here are the Nemenian lilies. We need to place this ruin. Proceed to the quest, to the duty. Should be fun. Get a new ability out of it. It's interesting how humbly he dressed, considering he's our mentor. The enemy van? Oh dear. I do love that his harp is also a bow. No, I cannot. Why? Why do I still draw breath? Feeling weird, so I give it a clean. Don't worry, I'm here. It looks weird when we look and we have this eye patch. That a sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Albert. Don't worry. These enemies That was it? Really? That was such a short duel. Ooh, he threw down his bow. As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I, whom they call the God's Bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories. I had hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Arbert, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment, he and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. Poor guy. Damn, they're actually showing the corpses. Oh, and his nightmare of them judging him, disparaging him for his failures. Oof. That explains his outfit, actually, why he dresses so humbly. In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave, good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. Lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with a song, that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. Crystal illuminates. A new melody resounds within you, I see. Though his sounding was rather far departed from what I had in mind, that it still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the Vainglorious Fool. Arbert, I will be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. Oh, poor guy. He made mistakes and is paying for them. Your empathy unlocks echoes of an ancient melody. Poor was the nearest spot. Right? I'm not misremembering it. About to finish the mission, get some kind of reward out of it in the form of a new technique. I don't know what technique it is, but we'll find out soon. And maybe we'll have another quest for us to get some gear. I'm glad to see you safely returned. Though I rasped my voice hoarse for the sake of it, I can't tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet, there's more I would ask. If you would do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. I think I got the, I just got the, multi-hitter version of your voice carried on the time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the, yeah, it's the multi-hitter version of Bloodletter. You will listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. Sure. I don't have a heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I am convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Albert, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. Choral attire? The attire was entrusted to me when Penultimate and I first met, deep within 12 wood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words, and he proffered to me the attire along with the soul of the bard. At that time I knew not the true power of song, so declined the gifts. Penultimate would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be as unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insisted. I found myself yielding to his will. Mastering the verses of war, I won acclaim beyond my wildest dreams upon the field of battle. For a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, consequences of which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin's Province, stricken with guilt. I wanted not more than the earth to open up and swallow me whole. It lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, committed an act of folly. I scared the... Okay, I'm gonna find out how that's actually pronounced, because it's gonna bug me if I don't know.
Choral.
Choral. Okay. Choral. That makes sense. Disillusioned with the power of song, committed an act of folly. I scoured the choral attire across the realm. If truly child chooses where I challenged, and let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to ensure that the attire would never again see the light of day. Pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, I never crossed my mind that mayhap another was meant to don it. I would entrust the choral attire to you, Artbert. But as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to claim. I shall mark its whereabouts on your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry for my folly, that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you. Baltic works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I mean not for my sentiment to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the choral attire. But pray do not take that as license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such if they failed to tax one's ability. Stay ever on your toes, Robert. I would have you return whole of body and bury the 4 parts of my surrendered raiments. 4 parts because the 5th part we will get later. Heave me, O puissant Alphic, reverse thee the seasons turning, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright. So, we got Half Zone, Earth's Gift, Raubon's Push, and so 2 pieces are here in the Shroud, and the last piece is elsewhere. That's fine. As we acquire each piece, we will equip them because they'll be better than what we currently have equipped. So yeah, we'll get the 2 that are in the Shroud first. Then we'll go for the one that's in Limsa, while we're also in Limsa for other reasons. I'm going to try and avoid getting into a fight unless we have to. Yep. Fuck. for any hunting log stuff. I can't remember if the pet is on the list for any class. My puppy, like Cobalt Giant, like I think it's around possible. Biggest. Nice, biggest. Nope. Ah. We'll put it in faster. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Thaumaturge. It's on the list for Black Mage. That's it, just Black Mage. With that in mind, seeing as we're here, we might as well deal with it. How many? 6 of them. Jesus Christ, this is gonna take a while. We're probably gonna have to wait for 2 of them, for 1 of them. Just 1. No, this is a home for water sprites, so I want one more pit. I'll have to wait for one of the previous ones that I've killed to respawn. Oh no, my chocobo! I didn't want you to disappear like that. I always hate it when you disappear. I should really pay more attention to his thing and restock on my glacial greens. How's he doing anyways? Leveling up very slowly. Okay, we found a piece. Can we pick it? Yes, we can. That's good. Okay, next stop is East Shroud near Hawthorne House. We'll have to fight our way through some Sylph from the looks of things. But we're not actually going to have to fight our way through because I can just use my chocobo to ride my way past them. But I am going to quickly check the hunting log to see if there's anything in that area that I should watch out for. What have I missed from here? Oh, right, to unlock the next level you have to rank up. So, that's fine. Mordona. Kurthus. Western Lanosia, Southern Badland, and Western Badland. Mordona. Thanalan, Lemelsia. Thanalan, Lemelsia. Okay. I was checking for if there's any in Britannia. There we go. Sylph Bonnet. So I'll need to keep an eye out for that and switch to White Mage if I see one. And what else? Mordona, Curthus, Mordona. Oh, Sylphan's Condor for the Bard. And Milkroot Sapling. So there are 2 things for the Bard and 1 for White Mage. And 1 for Lancer. Or Dragoon, rather. Oop. Something in North Shroud, actually, that I should have looked for. A Watchwolf at Crown Creek. Oh, a Milkroot Cluster for Warrior. Proud Creek Doolaham for Gladiator. So that's actually something to the north. I think I know where that is. So it's fine. We will deal with that later. Now we have at least 2 separate enemies. Sorry. So it was Lance. So it's Warrior, Dragoon, Bard, and White Mage that all have something. The Sylphlans we need to watch out for. If I see one of the enemies that I think is one of the ones that I remember seeing, we will switch classes accordingly. I'm pretty sure that most of them are pretty far into Sylphlans. Possibly near Golden Dais, but let's see. All I know is that I'm not going to be able to do any Beast Tribe quests until the afternoon. No. Okay. Sylphlans are here. So we're looking for Sylph Bonnets. No, don't care about that. Oh, there we go. Sylphan Condors. find one more. Is it one more? Yeah, one more condor. Unfortunately, silky side. The ones that are the tempered sylph, unfortunately, do not really have different models for their different types. A lot of enemies are like that, but at least for some of the others, they have different weapons at the very least. But this is not an enemy that functions like that. If I can avoid having to fight anything else before I get to great. And it's a hat. Alright, we're starting to look and one of the reasons I like doing these particular quests, the ones that get at level 45 that get you your gear, is that it makes your class look more unique. Which is sadly something that's missing for a lot of the games. A lot of gear you can obtain, tragically, is very much role-based, and so it often looks very much the same regardless of what class you're playing as. I think I'll go looking for the other things later because they're not on the same route as what I just took on. Like we found condors, but everything else is probably scattered around the place. Oh yeah, at the same time, there's no harm in it. We'll go this way and see if we find anything. If we do, yay. If we don't, oh well. Alright, so this is Sylphid, Snarl, Screech. Okay, this place looks to just be populated by sylph enemies. They're probably over to the right. Let's go. Eventually, the Beast Tribe quest will take us to this area. And yeah, I'm still calling them Beast Tribes, even though the name has long been updated to, what's it called again? It's long been updated to Allied Societies is what they call it now, because of the fact that Beast Tribe was a term used to refer to the non-sentient enemies that you could turn into allies. But later on, well, not non-sentient, they are sentient. I guess I should say non-player races. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, it was used to refer to them, the ones that basically, if you were the ones that the that, according to the story, were they were non-player races that you could turn, that normally would not be allied. You could turn into allies through your actions. Which was part of the fun. The fact that you could turn otherwise hostile enemies into allies. And the term Beast Tribe was used to refer to them because that's what the in-universe name for those specific races were. But as the series went on, races that weren't classified as Beast Tribes would be added to the list of things. Hold on, I need to double check which ones are left. Because White Mage, I think, only had the... Yeah, White Mage only had the one. The Bard had two. Yeah, the Milkroot Sapling is what we're looking for. Then Lancer also had one. The Sylphland Sentinel. Okay, that's the one that's right here. So we'll switch over to Dragoon and draw the attention of these guys. Out of 5. We need one more, but I only see one more, and I think they only spawn in this area. I'll go over here though and take a look. Ideally without getting dragged into the boss fight. Might give enough time for that one to respawn though. Yeah, no, these are just more Sylph. With one of them being a big boy. I'm gonna assume the Milkroot ones are over this way. But I do need to... Yeah, there it is. The one I need. Ooh, this might be enough to level up. It'll be great if it works. No, it wasn't quite enough for that. Okay. Which ones still have stuff? I know it's Bard and this one had one as well. No, it had one in Crown Creek. Oh wait, no, yep, Milkroot clusters for both of them. We'll start with Warrior for that, because it needs, what is it? It's not that it needs it more, it's that if I do it first, less to worry about. Oh wait, no. Milkroot cluster, not milkroot sapling. I misread it. One moment. There's still stuff. Yes. This one is milkroot sapling. They're not the same. We will run into No! Damn it. No! Go away! Dragged into this raid. I still have to find 3 more of these saplings. One over there. I think those are the most clusters over there. Damn it. God, these things are annoying. God damn it, the problem is my thing can't heal me. Alright, well, we've been teleported away now. I cannot be bothered going all the way back. So, we'll deal with them another time. Even though it was just the one and then I could switch classes. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered dealing with that right now. Alright. I'm only doing the, I should actually do the class quests for crafting jobs as well. I really should. I'll consider it. They might take me to similar locations, so I probably should do them. In a bit. Alright, right now though... Hello. Good to see you, Albert. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. So I suppose we enlist the aid of your ancient Primian artisans so that we might recreate these garments. Should they serve sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of permanent weaver, say Master Redland Rose of Sunsilk Tapestry, this information should be sufficient. Ah, but you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you'll gather the leaves of a direwood. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye alien outfits. The last direwood is much rarer than it was in days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. I'll use Scarborough Door for the plan. I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help. Though I doubt it will require much effort. Okay, so for that we need to go to Murdo. As I said, I think I will actually go ahead and do the class quests if I can. For crafting, because we are at level for them as well. So, might as well. I'm told you passed Letitia's test with flying colors, and now you're to cook for the Admiral's official functions. Well, the time's come for you to begin flexing some culinary muscles for the good of Leminson diplomacy. Aye, word arrived from the bridge just now. The foreign dignitaries come to Limsa, and the Admiral wants us, by which I mean you, to fashion a meal together. Letitia's got all the details, so you want to speak with her. Go and do us proud, Albert. Hopefully I have all the ingredients. I don't have to purchase any. I have been waiting for you, Albert. As I'm sure Linsgate informed you, we are playing host to a man of some importance, an emissary from the Holy See of Ishgard, who attacks prepare a dish that will satisfy him. When the Admiral receives foreign visitors, she ordinarily requests that we serve them the best of Leminson cult cuisine. This time, however, she wishes to treat her guests with taste of home away from home, a gesture of goodwill. To this end, you are to prepare a serving of Dismail Gratin. It is a baked dish of F-tail and puppetoes, creamy and warming. That is a mainstay in the cold climes of Ishgard. Suffice to say that only the finest sample of dish, made with only the finest ingredients, will do on this occasion. Okay, I'm pretty sure I actually have all the ingredients for this. Let's see. Yep. Nope, don't have the sweet cream. Or the F-tail. We'll have to get both of those ingredients. F-tail can only be obtained from a specific enemy, so that's going to be a bit harder. But sweet cream is made from buffalo milk, which we do have plenty of. I'll see if I can obtain the F-tail from the market board, because I don't fancy going hunting for it. So let's go over to Hawker's Alley first. I want to just finish this mission and then I'll go take some of the other crafting jobs. Okay, so first, China's has the ingredient we need for the sweet cream, which is 1 portion of buffalo milk. Then Render Ray should have most other things, which were Papato, Garlean garlic, black pepper, nutmeg, and then the F-tail, which we'll have to talk to them, go to the market board for. Oops, I must have hit caps lock. Oh, well, somebody's selling 1 for 1, so I will happily take that. Alright. so that's the sweet cream made. That's every ingredient we need. One more. Woo! We did it. We only need to deliver a serving though, so China's. I'm gonna trust you with 2 servings and the sweet cream. And Silva, I'm gonna trust with those items. And Rainbow Ray, I'm pretty sure you have the... Yeah. Oh, and then I need to deal with those. With these. Oh, I don't actually have either of those materials stored apparently. Okay. Oh, there we go. Back to the Culinarian's Guild to turn in this quest. Is Malgrad ready yet? Remember, only the finest sample of the dish will do on this occasion. Ah yes, it certainly looks and smells the part. Let us see if the same can be said of the taste. Oh my, simply exquisite. The crust is baked to golden perfection, and breaking it yields the creamy goodness beneath. F-tail tends to be lean and sinewy, but grinding it solves the problem. The Ishgardians have prepared the meat in this fashion since eras past, and I am pleased to see that you have done likewise. As for the popato slices, they are bold enough to be cooked through, yet not so much as to render them bereft of texture. In summary, it is Malgraden leaves naught to be desired. Lest you wonder, the dish takes its name from one of Ishgard's oldest and proudest families. House Dismail has long stood at the forefront of castle building. Legend has it the family created this dish in order to fill the bellies and warm the hearts of their workers. I am confident that your rendition will do the same for our esteemed guests. Today, your culinary creations serve not only to sate hunger, but also to close the distance between the nations. You can hold your head up high, Arbert. Give up your efforts, and soon you will become the equal of Master Linsgate himself. Well, that's quite high praise. I'm not gonna dismiss that. Alright, well that's that quest done. Got a lot more to go though, so let's switch over to Blacksmith and go to the Aft Castle. I also am going to return to Gridania and take up its ones, because I realized I didn't do them while I was there. There again, I'll probably have to return to Gridania for other things anyways when we're finished with... Yeah, when we're finished with the stuff that's taking us to Mordona. Ooh, a follow. Welcome to the Fennec Legion. I hope you enjoy your time with us. And thank you very much. It is a good time to be a smithy, Arbor. Clients banging down our doors, clamoring for our wares. And to think it all cause one fateful day I had the foresight to let you join our ranks. Smartest thing I ever done. Aye, in the prosperous times such as these, you can't help but be in high spirits. Even your most hated enemies start to seem like distant folk. Just the other day, I downed a few pints with old Phasar. Oh, speaking of which, Phasar was going on about this Lady Gladiator will call his eye, one he'd like to lavish with gifts. Said he mind to have you forge the weapons. But you know, I'm demand to speak to you in person. Best go on and oblige, you bastard. Arbor, good of you to come. I knew no other whom I could call upon. Her name is Muriel. She is both muse and genius, a portrait of grace and beauty amid the carnage of war, expertly versed in every technical discipline of combat. Muriel is more than a mere gladiator. She is an artiste. If she is to paint the battlefield red, only the finest instruments will suffice. Such instruments can only be created by the greatest of blacksmiths. Thus I would ask of you a pair of cobalt knuckles, a buccaneer bardiche, and a cobalt shamshir with which she might reign over the Colosseum like the goddess she is. I will respect your work when it is complete, though I have little reason to doubt your capabilities. I will not present to Muriel anything less than perfection. Okay, I think I can do all of that. I'm pretty sure I have all the ingredients as well, but just to be safe. Monsieur's notified me of the challenge for the second round of your contest. Defeat his in the first round has humbled him not a whit, it seems. You may have gained an early lead, Arbor, but keep your focus sharp. As I have said before, complacency can be your downfall. A man like Blaine Steer is at his most dangerous when his pride is on the line. According to the wishes of our vindictive veteran, for this next round you want to craft several items. You must do so in a reasonable time frame to reflect the pressure of an actual commission. He fails to mention what he considers to be reasonable, so I suggest you work with dispatch. The challenge requires you to forge a pair of mithril-plated caligae, a reinforced mithril elmo, and a pair of mithril solarets, all of the finest quality. Naturally, every one of these items requires abundance of mithril ore. See how he deliberately chooses the same material as before. Such as never accomplish his ability, and his certitude that he cannot be beaten twice under similar conditions. This is your chance to unravel obnoxious self-assurance and end this contest with a second round victory. Then quench the fury of that insufferable Aurochs. Arbor, it is you. Bring your submission to me once you are satisfied with your forging. Take no shortcuts. I expect to see armor of unsurpassing quality. Okay. So, mithril for all of that, and cobalt for all of those things, apparently. Okay, we can do that. Let's go to Hawker's Alley and see what we need to get, and if we have enough ingredients. Alright, so first things first, the mithril caligae requires piced leather, mithril plate, mithril rivets, bronze ingot, and hippogriff sinew. Pretty sure Reem has a good portion of some of those items. So she has the bronze ingot, and we'll need 1, 2, 3, at least 3 mithril ingots for this one. I'll need more for the other items, but I'm going to go item by item to make sure I have everything I need for them. Alright, do we have any piced leather? We do not. Do we have the ingredients to make it? Pretty sure we do. Black aluminium is something Nailbert has. How many? It was 1 piece, so we only need enough black aluminium to make 1. And then Silva should have the piced skin. There we go. Alright, what was the last item we needed? Hippogriff sinew, which... Yep. Alright, so all we need to do is make the mithril. So that's the caligae. The elmo requires more piced leather. So... Hello, and oh, hey, did we just... Yay, we just hit a milestone there. Yay, that makes me happy. I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, we did it. We finished the goal. I could make a new one, but I'm not sure what goal to make next. I guess I'll think on that later. I'm very happy, actually, right now. seeing as, yeah, we've hit 200. It's been a long, long journey to get there. Oh, wow, okay. That makes me happy, knowing that I've managed to get there. It is a fun game. FF14 is one I would highly recommend playing if you've never played it before. Alright, so we need another 3 for that. Pretty sure we already have some boar leather, don't we? No, we don't. Okay. So for that we need boar hide and regular aluminium. So definitely have enough boar hide. So in FF14 you play as an adventurer who's traveling around helping people where he can. Doing this, you actually do a bunch of different objectives. Currently, I am working on making some gear. Hello, person who thinks that my rule on insta-banning people who try and sell AI viewers is an idle threat. Too many people think that. Mithril rings for that. Okay, we're gonna need to get a bit more of our mithril. Thank you. I did just try and recreate the like a very specific character that's actually in the game that has strong ties to your character. Okay, I don't know if I have all... Okay, I actually don't have enough aluminium. We'll have to get more. I'm currently playing as a Hure. So... Yeah, just... the basic human type species. Okay. I could go mining to get some more aluminium, but I think I'll just buy it. It's easier. Okay. So, as I said, I was trying to recreate a specific character, so I used inspiration from something that already existed. And the name itself comes from that same one. This is actually my secondary character that I chose to make for the purposes of the stream. Because I want to actually play the game from the beginning, and it's more fun doing that as a new character. Synthesize that again. Hopefully we can get another excellent boost, but unlikely. Ugh. Okay. Let's hope this finishes it. Phew! Close. Oh, no, it's simply that I don't have the money to commission anyone for those things. Like, literally, do not have the money. If you want to try and sell me anything, please don't. I literally cannot afford any commissions. Like, if you want to gift me stuff, they're welcome to. I won't say no to a gift. But I literally cannot afford to buy anything like that, as much as part of me may want to. Like this PNG that I'm using was a gift from a friend. And seriously, mate, I'm not joking. Doesn't matter how reasonable your price is. No matter how affordable you say it is. I do not have the money. Period. Like, full stop. There is no point trying to sell to me. At all. You are not going to get a sale here. I really hate to do that. I really do. It's... But... Fuck you. Really, mate? Saying fuck you. I can't afford it. Like, people can't buy shit. If they can't buy shit, there's no point trying to sell to them. It's actually really bad. Don't be rude. Like, we're in a cost of living crisis. People don't have money for luxury. Like, I can barely afford necessities right now. I don't know why people expect anything. Like, if you just ask, you'll get something. That's not how this works. Like, it's really unfair to get mad at somebody because they can't afford something. Well, that threw me a bit. I'm really annoyed at that, and I'm actually gonna need to vent a bit. Doing a stream, and somebody came in trying to sell their art. I politely declined, explaining that I can't afford it right now. They tried to push, saying their prices are reasonable, so I had to push back about the fact I literally can't afford to commission anyone. They left, but swore at me on the way out. Barely afford necessities. Gonna need record that. Stream, trying to see art, look like no. Left but swore at me on their way out. Automod caught that, so it didn't show on the stream. But it bothered me as I can't understand getting mad at someone because they are not in a position to buy art. Makes me think it was actually a bot trying to sell AI art. If so, then I'm pissed at them for wasting my time. And if they're not, then behaving like that isn't gonna change my mind. In fact, it only makes it so that they'll never get a permission. If anyone knows, let's see, what were they called? Zoobs 0549. Alright. Sorry, I really needed to deal with that because it was going to piss me off if I didn't. Because, yeah, it is stupid bullshit that I really shouldn't have to deal with. Alright, so that's the Caligay dealt with. Next is the Elmo, for which we'll first need to make this, which we need boar leather for. So we'll make some boar leather. Ah, the days when even your gathered equipment could be high quality. I miss that. It made things a little bit easier. Alright. Mithril Elmo. I may need to get more ingots because I underestimated how much I need. Okay, I'm actually going into the rules on the stream because it's gonna piss me off if I don't. I need to update the rules to explicitly state that if you wanna... Let's see. Where is it again? Chat box. How do you control Twitch chat? Ah, there we go. How to change chat rules. That's what I need to know. Twitch creator dashboard, click moderation. Settings. Then what? Expand the chat rules section. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to change some rules. There. Okay. Chat rules. Tolerated. Yeah, must seek permission. To anyone, including myself. If you want to try to sell commissions, to me, join my Discord and talk to me about it when I'm not streaming. Okay, that'll have to do. Because realistically, I don't want to just straight up ban people from trying, because I do like to meet people who are willing to do commissions, but I need to, if I'm gonna commission anyone, I need to be able to do it outside of the stream, not talk about it on the stream. I feel like that takes away from the game I'm actually playing. So yeah, that's a rule I'm adding. I will keep adding rules as situations arise that require me to. Like having to update the rules to include a no selling bots that will result in an insta-ban. And the fact is, these rules all explicitly have the thing of you must acknowledge the rules before you can start streaming, before you can start chatting. So, it's not like I'm not giving people a chance. Oops, I didn't do that. Oh well, too late. There we go, mithril with this. Now we can make me a reinforced mithril Elmo. I should have updated my gear before I started doing all this. Oh well, too late now. There we go. Alright, last bit. I forgot to get some more hippogriff sinew out. Okay. Goat leather. Next. So we need 2 more mithril ingots and 1 more hippogriff sinew. Alright, doing that a little bit to improve the moderation definitely makes me feel a bit better. Alright. it's leveled up. Cool. Alright, I think that's everything. Yep, alright. Now, before we continue, let's see if we can do this one first. So, for the Cobalt Knuckles, we'll need some more boar leather. We need to talk to Silva and get some boar leather out. Boar hide, rather. So we can make the leather. Next, we need Cobalt ingots, which I don't think I have any of. However, I'm pretty sure we have all the other ingredients we need. Okay, how many ingots do we need to make? Because I only have enough to make 4. So we need 2 for that. 2 for that, 2 for that. I'm just gonna buy all the ingots I need. I can't be bothered going to get the resources. Ugh, not cheap. That's 4. 2, 4. Okay, that person's selling a decent amount. There we go. Okay, that should do us. Now what do we need for this? Rosewood branch. Do we have rosewood branches? Yes, Render Ray has them. We also need horn glue, which we don't currently have, but I'm pretty sure it's easily made. We also need some old glue horns. So, Silva has that. Two for the horn glue. Yep, because we only need 1 of it. Then we also need another one for the other thing we need to make. Then, sorry, Basilisk Whetstone. Okay. Do we have any? No, we don't. Do we have Basilisk eggs? Oops, sorry, wrong thing. I was going to do search by crafting. I was going to do search for item. Yes, we happen to have just the one that we need. So let's retrieve it. Where is it? There. Okay. So first we need to switch to gold and make this. I'm going to try and make it high quality. We'll see how that goes. We'll have to hope that we can finish it. Phew. Okay. Alright. Cobalt Shamshir. So we'll switch to blacksmith and make that. Yeah, we got Byrogoth's Blessing. I forgot about that. It's a thing that massively improves quality based on your stack of inner quiet. Alright, so that's the Shamshir. Switch to alchemy to make the olive blue. Okay. One left. Switch back to blacksmith. Right, Buccaneers Bardiche. And finally, the Cobalt Metal, which first requires me to make some ore hide into boar leather. Should have used Inner Quiet there. Oh well. Yay, pair of cobalt knuckles. That should do it for this one. So let's return to the aft castle and turn everything in. Just to make sure that I'm doing this right, sort it. Yeah, we definitely got everything we need. So first, we take things to Phasar. So we can inspect them. Knuckles, a Bardiche, and Share Service for a goddess. Well, let's see what he thinks of these three weapons. While your weapons look most impressive, I must properly appraise your work. Inside. Ah, the Knuckles. A sturdy and stable design for a straightforward weapon. The lack of superfluous ornamentation speaks to an emphasis on function. Next comes the Bardiche, a brutish base weapon, likely born of the Beast Tribes. Initially, I fear its barbaric origin might sully Muriel's angelic hands, but I firmly believe there is no weapon her feminine touch cannot civilize. Lastly, the Shamshir. The seductive curvature of the blade is stern in its simplicity. You have taken notoriously obstinate cobalt and bent it to your will. Again, you exceed my every expectation. I can only imagine Muriel's joy upon seeing such splendid wares. Let her gaze upon the face of the one who forged them. You will find her aboard the Astalasia. Okay, so I need to actually go and deliver those. First things first. Do you have the pieces required for the second round? I need to see a pair of... Yeah. Let's just hand it over and get to the next bit. They all look good, right? Well done, Albert. Your work is flawless. I would declare you victor this very moment, except I need you to relinquish this honor to the guild. As for the why, it concerns a potential dire loss of trust and reputation. Do you recall the time you aided one of our novices with an order of bronze hoplins? Well, I'm afraid young Swithin has failed to deliver once more. He has improved much in his craft, spurred on as he was by your example. But again, the lad accepted a commission he could never hope to honor, and one does not break a promise made to the maelstrom. I would drop full responsibility onto Swiffin's unreliable shoulders and cast him out of the guild, whereas the guild does not support its own members when they truly need it. Landsman is a harsh man, but not entirely without reason. If you explain circumstances, it may grant you a few extra days to forge your submission anew. What say you, Arbor? Will you yield your work to the guild? Yes. God's blessing upon you, Arbor. Swiftwind, come over here and show some gratitude. I don't know how to repay you for saving my neck yet again. I'll never forgive myself if it costs you your victory over Blaster. But the compassion you and the Forge Master have shown me this day will not be smarter. This I promise you. I'll work twice as hard, 3 times even. We are in your debt. I'll arrange to have these pieces delivered to the Maelstrom Quartermaster immediately. Meanwhile, you should hurry over to Blaster and explain the delay in your submission. Yeah, no, he's gonna take this as a win for himself. I knew something was going to inevitably cause us to lose the second round, because there's no point in the third round if you've already won the first 2. So, what's this now? You let the guild have your armor to make up a missed order? What did I tell you? Those fumble-fingered parasites are holding you back at every turn. You was meant to honor the terms of our contest no matter circumstances. Now you've neither the gear you crafted to show for your effort, nor the time to forge a new submission. This round goes to me. I grant you this ain't the kind of victory a man looks for, but rules are rules, lad. Failure comes with conquest, so I want to hear no excuses for the final round. Just bring your best work to table and we'll let the results stand for themselves. Okay, I could go do that right away, but as with previous instances, I want to actually maximize our potential. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Where is she? Lower decks. Near the Fisherman's Guild. Okay, I can visit the Fisherman's Guild and take on its quests once I'm finished this one. Ah yes, the gifts I was promised. It's good to know Phasar is a man of his word, though personally I prefer a man of action. Show me what you've got. Most impressive indeed, I am humbled. With your weapons in my grip, victory is all but assured. Phasar certainly possesses an eye for the finer things, yet the eye that finds beauty interests me less than the hands that craft it. The strong, skilled hands of an artisan like yourself. Collier and Blacksmith make quite a pair, do we not? What is a weapon without a wielder, or a wielder without a weapon? We complete each other. I came to Limsa Laminsa to see your wares at the old man's behest, and found everything he promised and more. Know that he of battle, as I clutch him tightly in my hands, my thoughts will be of you. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but you're barking up the wrong tree if you're hoping to get somebody. Also come talk to me, but do come talk to me if you want armor or a good meal. Alright. Can we just jump off this ship? I really don't fancy having to walk all the way down. Good, we can. Okay, next the Fisher. We'll go accept the quest, but I really should finish the other ones I've got. We're in Lanasia, so we'll go do the Serpent's Tongue bit. Ah, so you haven't forgotten the old Fisherman's Guild. Good to see that all the precision glamour that accompanies fishing stardom hasn't gone to your head. It's a wonder your head hasn't popped, but with all the sardines and catfish fables inflating your legend to prodigious proportions. And to think, I knew you when you were still dredging anchovies out of the mud. Rest assured that whatever greatness you go on to achieve, you'll always be the sorry scrap of guild before the guild one faithful day as far as I'm concerned. I'll go speak to Sybil and see her request. Did you notice her waiting for you outside? I didn't. Arbor, the Labincius Lords of Ul'dah were terribly excited by the rain calls you wheeled in. setting our profits soaring accordingly. And so I came to lay yet another challenge before you. You have conquered the waves and dunes while the clouds. Only you are heavenly enough to fish the cloud cutters that swim the low skies of Ishgard within a sea of cloud. I too doubt my ears upon hearing of such a fish, but Carvelane's resolve was adamant, and he will hear no protests. Besides, I've never been one to say no. Luckily for us, the Bulgarian Consortium has friends in high places, namely the Highlands of Corcus. If you want to seek out Firminant at Whitewood Front, he will tell you all you need to know. Confident you will prevail in your request, I have a full payment to Sisyphus in advance. You need only bring her 5 cloud cutters to satisfy me. Okay, so where is Serpent's Tongue? Near Aleport. Before I go there, I'm gonna go over to Costa del Sol to get the warrior one. I think for all of these quest lines where you get pieces of armor, the last piece you acquire is always the chest plate. I'm gonna play until we finish these level 45 quests, then we'll call it for the day. I might not do all the crafting ones, but we'll try, because I do want to try and max things out. Also, the better gear we get, the happier I am. Alright, Curious Gorge. His name is probably a reference to Curious George. Welcome again, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way. Just so happens that I have some exciting news. I have finally uncovered the clues pertaining whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his pupils set out to recover them, intending to restore the master's name. Was more, they were actually successful in the search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their mind, and not one could bring itself to relinquish his peace. Relieved then that their master's fatal cry was born of the artifact's combined influence. Realizing that their cry was born of the artifact's combined influence, the duels resolved to keep the pieces separate and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed one. Thus, if each of them carved his own place in history. The chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene of his own greatest victory and buried the artifact in his possession as final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set. And as there, the pieces still rest. It may be interesting to know that the armor I wear is itself a replica of the set crafted by my ancestors, identical in all respects, save for its lack of the arcane enchantments adorned the original. And I know what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I thought of that. What we need to only do is trace the ruins we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. That way there would be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his all-surpassing power, because every warrior in the realm would be possessed of self-same might. Quite brilliant, I do say so myself. Now, how about we split up and begin the search straight away? 3 of the locations seem quite self-evident. I would entrust the search there to you while I track down the other 2 with tome in hand. One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Downs in Curtis, while another slumbers peacefully at Camp Tranquil in South Shroud. The last of 3 rests untouched at Piranha's Peace in Western Battle. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me. With any measure of fortune, I'll track down the remaining 2 by the time we go to return. Okay. So, Boulder Downs in Curtis, Camp Tranquil, and... so... yeah. Okay. What else is in... right, Ninja is another one that's around here. And the Ninja one is... no, Wine Press. Okay. Hopefully we can get the ninja set as well. Got a lot of different stuff in Mordona, though. Welcome back, Albert. You may enter. And this is the last move. Albert, I look into your eyes today and see a mind unclouded by worldly cares. The time has come. I pass on to you the ancestral garb of the shinobi. When this day was close at hand, I had already made the necessary arrangements. With Kara still watching over every mood, I can't act freely, so I asked your friend of the Rogues Guild to send word to my village and arrange for a deal to be set. You must say this location must remain secret. I have arranged for the goods to be delivered in secret to the Neville checkpoint. A reporter there will be expecting you. So Bobby and I must express our thanks to Captain Jack. Be mindful of your travels, Albert, but you can await your return. Yeah, Jack is good at what he does. Where's the Neville checkpoint, though? Ah, it's on the other side of it's let's see, where was it again? Why do you do this? Neville checkpoint from Wineport. Yeah, we go to Wineport and go through that point right there. Oh yeah, my Chocobo's got new armor. Don't know if anyone noticed before. Makes me happy. Expecting a shipment of goods, you say. That strikes me very curious on account of how a scraggly fellow came by not long ago to claim them. They were actually yours, you say? Well, ain't that a bloody coincidence? See, the fellow I talked to said someone was like to come by saying just that, and that if he did, he'd pay good coin for me to get him good and proper. Of course. Here has been intercepted. Have mercy. If I knew you were this strong, I never would have taken his money. And he's been killed. If I knew you were this incompetent, I would have put you out of your misery long ago. Well, if it isn't my favorite chirping little horse bird. Oh, come now, I'm not that scary, am I? I heard from a little bird in Dome of a shipment en route to Eorzea in secret. I surmised, I'm quite good at that, you see, that might have something to do with you and your friends. I just had to know what was inside. Lo and behold, what did I find but a shiny set of shinobi guard? Why did you not tell me it was your name-day little chick? I would have brought you something far more fitting. Like a sack of Geishel greens. Wow. No, I fear Brother Dim and Sister Swallow are mistaken. You are not quite ready for such an honor. But this is no fault of your own after all. After all, a student is not only as good as his teacher. Today's your lucky day, little chick, for a true master has come to take you under his wing. 4 crates scattered to the wind, each containing one of the items you seek. 4 of my shadows guarding each piece with their lives. A test, one where failure will mean your death. Red Rooster Stead, Costa del Sol, Jajuran's trading post, Camp Overlook. Claim that which you seek by your own hand or die in the act. It is of little matter to me. If by some chance you survive, return here. You might find a very special present awaits you. Now, shoo, I say. Great. Okay. So. Red Rooster okay, they're gonna have us do them in order. But they're all in Lenosia, so that's fine. If any of them take us to Aleport, I will grab the one for Bard while I'm there. One of the things I do like about FF14's map is that the way they designed it does actually feel like a natural place. Like, it doesn't feel like anything's kind of been forced to be the way it is. Everything feels like it has a reasonable cause for why it is the way it's that way. If there is anything that is a bit unusual. Gosh, will I be happy when I can fly. So I know I've said that before, but it really does show just how much effort it takes to get places when you don't have flight. Suspicious looking. Nothing in there but algal milk, rich and creamy algal milk. Algal milk just pardon me, my lord, have you seen my algals anywhere? Oh dear, don't worry, this won't hurt much. Okay, eyes down. We can clean the chest. Okay, Costa del Sol next. Oh, but we did acquire a piece of gear, so we can equip it. So let's do that. It was the boots. Oh, they look so good on him. I'll be so happy when I have the full set. We're gonna look great. Oh dear heavens, I must have fallen asleep while sunbathing. Can I ever thank you for rousing me from slumber? What's the answer to your throat when we call you, you know? Wait, hold on. I am going to remove the headgear because I like being able to see my character's face. It's one of those things, really, that when it comes to cutscenes in this game, it's nice being able to see your character's face, so you can so that you can get the reactions, because that's the fun part, really. Alright, suspicious looking puller. What's with our face lad? Fish just not biting today? Maybe they know you're already a dead man. The pants! Yay. Alright, now for Camp Overlook. And then return to where we started, and we'll either get the chest plate or we'll get some sort of special introduction thing, whatever. Suspicious looking trader. Whatever possessed me is set up shop in this ungodly place. I like to drop dead from the fumes before I see a single Gillen prop. Of course, if I bring your head back to Karasu, I'll be set for life. I just want to check something. I heard there's a way to block specific glamours to specific classes, but there's only 20 glamours plates, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Even if we remove the limited jobs, that's still 21. So we have more classes than we have glamour plates. So, yeah, not ideal. Maybe they can expand the list. It would be nice if they could add like 10 more slots. Or 20 more slots. Just something more. Albert, I'm released to see you safe. When you did not return, I feared the worst. Karasu did what? Forgive me, I never suspected he would target you on your own. It's clear now that his treachery knows no bounds. And yet he's curious. Again, he chose to test you rather than dispatch you by his own hand. His intentions remain as inscrutable as ever. What's this? A scroll. Karasu. Welcome back, Albert, and hello to you as well, Obero. I left the present I promised you on your doorstep. It's just a shame that you weren't home. The dock, Tsubame. Byakubo, Yome. We must hurry. However, I realize it's far too early to train for this. The situation is grim. Our only hope of surviving battle ahead is for you to learn the Mudra Jin. This is the Mudra that will allow you to harness the energies of your fellow man. It is also the final Mudra that I can teach you. You have now learned Jin, the final mudra that can part you. Combine it with the mudra you have already mastered, and you will find you 4 new ninjutsu techniques available to you. Time is short, so listen well. The first is Hyoton, Ice Release. Form 10 Jin or Chi Jin. The energies you summon will be channeled into a glacial flow. Second is Huton, Wind Release. Form Jin Chi 10 or Chi Jin 10. The winds will gather and swirl around you. Third is Doton, Earth Release. Form 10 Jin Chi or Jin 10 Chi. The earth itself will move at your will. Finally, there is Suton, Release of Water. Form 10 Chi Jin or Chi 10 Jin. Water will course and flow through you. As for how each technique will avail you, I trust you will learn on the field of battle. Now let's hurry, Tsubame is in danger. Jesus. Shuriken, Bao was fought here. I heard no sounds from within. Tsubame must be here somewhere. Byakubo has lost his words from the shock. Tell us something. Come, let's find Tsubame and quickly. Heaven, earth, man, earth, heaven. And there she is. Proceed. Tsubame. It is but a flesh wound. Overhaul, look out! Come now, little swallow. Say that it hurts, that you were scared. Tell the dim one, who I took great pains to see that you were fully awake for every moment of agony and terror. Cowards, this time you go too far. Yes, those are the eyes I want to see. Let the anger, the hatred burn away any spot of doubt that remains in your heart. The fire in your eyes, for it's all born from the all-consuming flames of rage and passion. Look in your eyes that day when you looked on as your friends, your countrymen were massacred, powerless to end the slaughter. Be silent! Be silent! Be silent! Be silent! It's louder with each one. Tsubame, stand back. I shall slice his crow's tongue and tear him limb from limb with my bare hands. Such pure, unadulterated malice. Finally, you are an adversary worthy of my blood. The trooper shinobi, ever calm, dutiful to his master, presence of mind, yes. First few times we met, you fought with all the passion of a Mokuja. Today you stand before me as a man. You want a battle, and today you shall have one. No retreat, no reprieve. The defeated shall die like a dog, and the victor's tale will continue for another day. This is only level 45, so there's definitely no way to finish it now. The Mooder of Summer, and goes to all but that master must be destroyed. I'm trying to read, but it's going too fast and I can't focus. We did it. Karasu Redbeak, in the name of our elders, I take your life as divine retribution for your crimes. Your blood-stained beak will feast on the innocent no more. Does he truly believe those words? Oh, yes, this beak is stained with blood. This I do not deny. But I am not the leader of this murderous flock. I tire of your riddles, Redbeak. Give me one reason why I should not separate your head from your shoulders. Oh dear, what a pickle I find myself in. Now how can I put this in terms even the dim one can understand? I am not the traitor you seek. He is not I, and I am not he. You believe I was the only one who fled Doma? Are you sure? Absolutely certain? Did you see the bodies, the faces, of all your brothers who fell that day? Think. Think. I know it's not a strength of yours, but surely you remember. One body, maimed so badly that only the possessions could identify the man. And the face, could it even be called a face? Naught but shattered bone and shredded flesh remained, where once had been the proud features of... Oh. You lie! One more word, one more twisted, deceitful word, Redbeak, and I will... Oh, Obro, poor, sweet, stupid Obro. How long will you continue to deceive yourself? You lie, Redbeak, as you always have. Did betraying our homeland not sate your thirst for treachery? Then now you must drag our master's name through the mud? Answer me this, then. If you were not the traitor, then why did you flee the village that day? How often have I asked myself the same? Oh, how simple where things would have been had I been as naive as you. But the circumstances of Master Gekai's death did not sit well with me. I left the village looking for answers, and found something far more interesting. Our master himself, alive and well. Innocent, his hand was at my mouth and his blade at my neck. A simple choice he gave me. Follow and live, refuse and die. I would like to say I weighed my decision heavily, but the answer really was quite clear. Death is so final, after all, while life, even a life spent as an imperial spy, holds so many opportunities. What's the matter, dim one? Do you still find my tale hard to swallow? Oh, believe as you will, redemption means little to a dead man. You are going to kill me, yes. That is your mission, after all. Sworn in the sight of the elders, tradition and custom, and so on and so forth. Candle keep key. When the time is right, he will come, and all will be revealed. As I tell the one who's shown himself capable of listening to reason. The light grows dim, the stars turn black in the sky. Our hero fought bravely even. His chapter in this grand mummery has come to a close. Summing his last breath, our hero speaks. Just promise this, though, bro. Whatever your mission, should you fail, just don't go off dying. I know how fond you are of tradition, but this is a new era, and we are not our ancestors. Besides, such an end just wouldn't become a solemn youth like yourself. So live, and leave the dying to those who can do it in style. Yes, I may not have been the hero I thought I was, nor the villain you would have me be. But from beginning to end, I was me, and there is nothing I would rather be. Farewell, cruel world, and good bloody riddance. He's gonna jump off that bridge. Wait, Karasu! Oh! No! He pulled a grenade on himself! Well, fuck! He blew himself up. Not knowing him, that was probably a fake out. He'll be back. What can this all mean? Karasu is dead, our mission complete, yet you will forgive me if I am unsure how to feel about this turn of events. In any event, there is nothing more to be done here. Tsubami is wounded. Let us bring her home. Where's Serpent's Tongue again? Serpent's Tongue is west of Lanosia, close to Halfstone. No, Halfstone is not that far. Okay. Oops, we went too far. I was distracted. Oh, I didn't read what he said. The mission that brought me to Eorzea is complete. Once Ubami's wounds heal, we have no reason to sojourn further in these lands. Kerso spoke true. No, it simply cannot be. Alright, we're gonna fast travel to Aelport now. We should be a bard right now. Which is closer? Bard or... Yeah, bard is closer. Then we go over to the other ones. Well. About the fate? Are you kidding me? The boss was right near me. Colorful trousers. I love whenever we get outfit pieces that fit the character, fit the class better. Nope, not interested, not getting involved, running away. Going straight for Serpent's Tongue. Fuck off, Sagan. Oh, sea wasps. Okay. I mean, they're here, we can fight them, we might as well fight them. How many can we kill? Just 4. That's too bad. I see if they're needed by any other class as well while I'm here. As of right now, we're just wielding a black version of one of the Seer's weapons. I'll just double check if anyone else needed sea wasps. Nope. This one. Nope. Hold on one moment, I'll be right back.